Good morning, it is Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they unfold live. Market opens up here in about 10 minutes. Already did a trade this morning, a long time ago, if you see right there in the time column, back around 8:10 a.m. Eastern time. It was a good trade. It just was sloppy. You can see right there, partial fill, right there, partial fill. So it's just one of those things where, because it wasn't necessarily smooth, I just decided to kind of get out and reset everything. So, I mean, $32, a winning trade, yes, but nothing much. But anyways, that's why I'm kind of starting off the day a little bit green there. So we'll see how it plays out. Market now opens up in 9 minutes. All right, what I'm going to do here is get long at 8, because I think this thing can at least get up to 8:15 out of the opening gates. Some resistance there at 8:30-ish. So I think it'll, if it goes up to that resistance, and let's see, the markets are open. So there we are for the quick $75. Like I said, it very well could go higher, but I like the chances it would at least test that first green line, which it did, but I still wanted to give myself a little leeway. That's why I only went for 8:15. And as you see, they worked out fine. Like I said, it very well could go higher, excuse me, which it looks like it is, but the plan was just to start off with a quick $75 with a high probability trade, and that's what has played out. Although with the drop now, I'd be interested down at 725. So let's see if it can break down through 750. Yes, you heard typing. That was just me in the chat room. So there we are for the opening allotment, and that quick another $75. So let's go to now 675 if this pullback wants to continue. So just double checking a few things. So 675. So it's 9:31 a.m. and I've already made $150. So $150 in 2 minutes. I realize that says down here 187, but remember, I started off the day up 30 something dollars. So made two $75 trades real quick. So 150 in under a minute, I'll take it. PCG can be a very fast mover, so I'm going to throw out a fishing order at 955, and I'm going to continue to look around. So a good chance that potentially maybe that gets filled when I'm not even paying attention, but at least want to get it documented right now. Actually, let's go back to DPW for now. And that one's spiking upwards. I'll let it run. Yeah, nice move. Very nice move. Clay, why don't you hold on to the 725s? Yes, I realize that. Please, but just remember, before you ask those questions, you do have full hindsight in your favor. At that point, remember how nasty it was getting. But yes, if I had hindsight, yeah, you better believe I would have not only held 725, I would have bought more at 725, but that wasn't the plan going in. The plan was just to scalp it. But very nice recovery there. So we'll see if this thing wants to keep on moving upwards or not. Okay, I have an order at 925 here. Quite the beast move currently. And this one's looking like it's going to go up over 10. Yeah, so right there. We'll see if it wants to pull back. Maybe let some people get filled on the pullback or not, but looking like this thing very well may want to get up over 10. So I will pause and let you know. And just went up over 10. Would love to buy now, but that is just totally chasing and not a good habit to form. But I am still interested on any sort of pullback. Okay, it's pulling back here. My entry point is represented by that green line there. So it's really just a question of, is it going to pull back enough? Because yeah, it's already pulled back from those highs. So can it get to 925? Back up over 10 it goes. All right, I will pause. Okay, making a bigger move down here. Kind of. These ones just move so fast that it's always a little challenging from the video perspective to try to capture it. But regardless, this is some good trading action just to watch how fast some of these stocks can move. Okay, I got some at 9.20. Just took another $75 from it. Need to get my order down at 8.55. So 8.55 for my next entry point if this thing wants to flush down through the $9 mark. So it is now 9.36. So 6 minutes, $225. I'm very happy with that. Once more, as a reminder, I realize that's more than $225, but I started off the day in the green a little bit. So let's see if this thing can work its way down through the $9 mark. But yeah, good. From the video perspective, I've captured 3 separate trades. So I'm happy both from the profit regard and from the video production regard. So, all right, let's see if we can get some further pullback here. Okay, TGNA here. Quite the movement on the pullback. I am at 15.25. Still have that order out there on DPW. But we'll see if this can move down a little bit further. I will keep you updated. I should note real quickly that the one, I don't want to, yeah, I guess challenging is the right word, but this right here means just no shares to short. So I'm kind of, my hands are handcuffed in the sense of I can only make money when the price of this one goes up. If you're new and you don't know what shorting is, shorting means that I would have the ability to make money if DPW went down also. But just the way shorting works sometimes, that's not possible to make it both ways. And I'm not going to go into the details of all that, but just wanted to point that out because I could see a valid question on your mind being like, well, Clay, why aren't you trying to make money when prices go down? Just not able to on this one. Now, I might be able to request through the broker, but like I said, I'm not going to deal with all that hassle. Because as you've seen here, I can still make money when it goes up, just not quite as flexible as I would like. But all right, just waiting to see. You can see the consolidation here. So I very well might be interested in potentially buying a breakout through the highs, but still obviously waiting for a pullback some further. So we'll see what happens. Wow, that was insane. Wow. All right. Let me get my composure. I'll fully admit my composure's a little thrown off here. So much so that I totally just violated my exit plan, and I shouldn't have, but all right. Yes, I have no problem admitting right now that I'm a tad but shook, but I'm regaining, so 825. No joke, I made this alert in the chat room, so let me take a screenshot of it to offer up some context. But made the comment, 930 cliff, look for a big flush. In other words, if $9.30 was broken, look for it to really get nasty. And 930 was broken, and literally in the blink of an eye, split second, I was filled. So it went from 930 to $8.55, which was, I want to see big movements, don't get me wrong, but that movement, as you saw, shook me up a little bit, and I still got out with $35, but I was going for 75. But as I admitted, and I have no problem continuing to admit, that one shook me. That one definitely caught me off guard. I can't remember the last time I've seen something move that fast. I've seen it happen before, but that was crazy. So to members of the room that were able to short, and if they got in before the 930 break, congratulations to those of you. But as I already explained, I'm not able to short on this one. So regardless, I apologize that I missed the entry point there, but there was nothing I could have done there. And wow, that was crazy. I'm upset that I didn't catch it on video, but there's literally nothing I could have done because that was such a big move. But oh well, so another $35 there, but because I was shook, I violated my trade plan, and instead of getting the 75, which I wanted, only got 35, but it is what it is. Okay, big move there I am in. Look like I might be able to get some more shares. go to 755, got some there. So put some orders out there now. Quite the wide range again. So just 1,000 shares. Thinking about maybe trying to pick some more up down here. But yeah, the range here is so wide right now. I'll just throw out something there. So can it get into the 780s is my question. Okay, it took me out there. All right, so just out at 785 and 770 on that, just because this one's got a lot of downwards momentum to it. So looks like that was a break-even trade because I'm still right there at 299. So break-even on that one. Again, quite the flush, but you know, out of curiosity, had I gone to 55, yeah, that would have been perfect. 755. So it's looking like the 55s are playing well on this one. So if it flushes again, then I'd be looking not at 701. I should be down at 655. It seems like that's been the pattern, is it? When it flushes, it likes to get down to those numbers. But, all right. Well, like I said, that one turned out to be just a break-even trade. We'll see if I can get one more. Okay, making a move down. Whether or not it'll probably bounce off 7 this time. Let's see. Remember, I'm thinking 55 is kind of that key area. But let's see if it bounces right off 7. It's hit 701, which is where I would have been. Remember, I was at 801. Now, just because it bounced off 701, which you can see right there at the low, that doesn't mean I would have gotten filled. But the idea here is that this one seems to like to flush and then go down around that 55 number. All right, well, now it's not flushing in the way, but it looks like 7's going to fall, then I'll get it rolling. Well, I'm an hour into the day, and I am going to move on. For a little calendar context, it is a Monday when I'm recording this, so very happy. 1 hour to start off the week and up $300. And not only from a practical perspective, but just from a video perspective, got to see some trades that worked out very quickly. Got to see a trade where it was break even, and it was break even because when I sold that final for 770, I thought that was still going to be in the green, but I actually took a loss on the 770s, which brought everything right back to even. And that was just an error on my part, thinking that my average cost was lower than 770, which led to the break even. So a break even trade with an error on my part. So the miniature learning lesson there. Make sure you actually know what your average cost is. I glanced down there and apparently just thought something, or I screwed up. That's really the only way to put it, but that is why that turned out to be the break even, because took a loss on those ones, and it is what it is at this point. But anyway, so that's all I have, and like I said, $300 for an hour. Now, before I go, a couple things to request. First off, if you enjoy these live trade videos and you want me to keep making them, please click that like button and subscribe to the channel. That's a very streamlined way to just let me know, hey Clay, please keep making these. If you want to trade alongside me and other traders, so DPW, Well, I showed you that one alert. So if you want to get access to that chat room that I'm part of, just go to claytrader.com/team. And really the question with that is, because it's $99 for 3 months, so the question becomes, do I believe the service can help me make more than $8.25, not per day, but per week? If you think the service can make you more than $8.25 per week, then you will get a return on investment. So that's kind of the way to approach that. And then finally, if you want to learn how to trade with charts and build strategies that fit your personal risk tolerance through the use of technical analysis, which is what you saw here in level 2s, then I do offer what I call the Trading Freedom Pathway Program. Again, you can find that at claytrader.com. But if nothing else, just click that like button, and that's how you can communicate to me to keep on making these. So thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you back for the next live trade. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.